I mean, right now you hear, of course, the stimulus. There are a lot of people concerned that there's going to be massive giveaways to big corporations, and there's going to be no accountability or responsibility for taking care of the people. What do you think, if any, sorts of restrictions should be placed on the recipient companies of that bailout, of which your company may well end up being one? To help ensure that the taxpayers feel like this is equitable?
Well, I think the key thing is that if a business is receiving any of the funding themselves, that there is a commitment to be in business and to be the employer that they once were. I think that if you're putting any of that money in your own pocket and you're not hiring back people, then it will have been for naught. So, Ian, one of the things I'm trying to look at is what happened in New Orleans post-Katrina, because I think there's got to be some analogy here. If you think about it, overnight, an entire workforce was sent home. In fact, in that case, a lot of the workforce was actually decimated themselves because their homes, as well as the places they work, were decimated by the flooding. But in this case, it's almost like 100% of our workforce got out before the hurricane came. They're alive, but not well. But what role did government play, A, to take care of people, the workers, and what role did government play in terms of remediating the hurricane damage and the mold so that the businesses could get back? Because it took that system to make it happen. And I feel like this country has had almost like the neutron version of a hurricane, which is we can't see it, but it's there. And somehow I know we'll figure this thing out. I just know in my gut that it starts with a healthy workforce, and then I think businesses committing to hiring that workforce back. I really believe we're gonna weather this one. But I do know that a number of restaurants that exist today, there's 660,000 restaurants in America. And while we don't get the attention, say, that the auto industry does or the airline industry does, where everybody can wrap their heads around, oh, these are the 4 major air carriers, or these are the 6 major auto companies, 660,000 disaggregated restaurants.
Yep.
Either the second or third largest employer after government in the United States.
About 10% of employment in the United States is attached to the restaurant.
And this is a big deal, and think about the ripple effects of that in our economy. I'm going to guess I've been hearing anything from 50 to 75% of all restaurants are going to go out of business. I'm having a tough time believing that, but here's what I know. No one's going to stop eating because that's a physiological need. And I also believe that people are not going to stop finding ways to gather because I think that is a deep human emotional need.